Yo. We're back. We in the basement. Shout out to y'all on this glorious Sunday.
Hey. It's almost Monday.
Definitely almost Monday.
I am Candy K. I have today Narisha and Keedron
Chill.
on the basement. Hi, Michael. Welcome to the basement. I love when everybody come on. Don't be afraid to give us your opinions in the comments or just, converse with us. Because I'm going to do my best to converse with you guys.
And I'm all in the comments this time.
Okay, get on them. We also got my bros in the building.
Shout out.
Yes, we have Duke, who's always behind the camera. And we got Hanzo Hasashi.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, so on this particular episode, we're going to talk to Keedron about what he got going on. We're going to just, how we do. We always just pop our shit. You know how we do. We talking our shit. We talking about what's going on, real life shit. Because, everybody say it's not a real place. Whatever we be doing, whatever experiences we be going through, everybody be saying, it's not a real place. This can't be true. God didn't make these people like this. I don't believe he designed some of these folks the way he designed them. But, yeah, he did.
He knew what he was doing when he was making me.
What? Let me tell you, because he put a little bit of everything in me. And I think he put some tequila in me, too.
I know he put some tequila in you for sure.
What?
And I believe Hennessy.
Hennessy in you?
Yeah, it's like, you feel me? All like what, vodka? I think, no, not vodka. Gin is my kryptonite.
Really?
Knock me out slow.
Lord.
I need to be alert.
That thing probably turned my stomach every which way but loose. Hey, Blake! Friend, talk to me. Talk to me. And one thing I do like about our podcast, Keedron, like I said, we don't spare nothing. We don't hold nothing back. Whatever you feel comfortable with telling us, please do.
Indeed.
But this is so you can shed light, gain some kind of exposure, because you just never know who's watching and when they're watching. I always tell people now, since we done started doing this every Sunday, watch it before you go to bed. Because I feel like it's something that'll stay in your mind, and then when you wake up, it'll still be fresh on your mind.
Indeed.
Just like the Bible.
but a little bit more raw and real. Held back a little bit.
It wasn't no cussing in the Bible.
Yes, it
was.
It was a little bit.
Well, a little ass and a little.
It depends on what you call
But
it.
Motherfucker ain't in there.
Let me present that to you real quick.
What motherfucker at?
Check me out. Hold on.
It's on Google.
I need to know. Which version?
Thus thou, motherfucker. Thus thou thinkest God is the top and thus the Lord.
Oh my God.
But if you be as Jesus of Nazareth.
Hi, Pierre.
You feel me? They was going in back then.
Oh my goodness.
They ain't give a fuck.
Can you imagine how they was talking, like when they was trying to get people to do stuff back then?
And everybody had their own.
I want to learn how to cuss the way they cuss, and it's not like cussing, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's real strategic, like, but it's real. It's cool.
Yo,
like, I want to learn how to talk like that. That's an art. Definitely.
I got this coworker at work, right? He from Egypt, right? So
yeah,
he be talking in that. It sounds like some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
is it
it's
aggressive?
Smooth, though.
Yeah.
Nah, it depends on the person. Because the female.
What's his
so
name? Because
smooth.
I'm going to try to get to work early so I can find who this is.
G. Shout out to G.
Shout out to
Caleb.
you, G.
Yeah,
okay.
What's his name?
Caleb.
Oh, he definitely from Egypt.
For real.
It's
His
real.
name's supposed to be Caleb.
Yeah,
But
so he okay.
But I'm talking about he one of the rawest. He got like 3 wives. Like, that stay here. He take care of all 3 of them.
he said to stay here. Yeah, I'm about to
And-
say
and-
they back home.
And all them kids and all them
He bought
grandkids he
that
got.
old country.
Yeah.
So he probably got about
Type
3 houses.
vibes.
Like,
Yeah.
he just go to each
Hi,
house.
Chance.
Yo, he just
Welcome
bought the
to the
whole family,
basement.
like, what's those, I'm gonna say mini iPads right now, but I know what they are.
iPad joints.
What's the joints? The,
They still sell them things? Some of the little.
Nah, it was a little bit bigger though. It's like, what's the ones that's the latest ones is out right now?
Don't get me lying.
All I know, he
right?
spent.
I live under a rock.
He said, yeah, I spent about $1,500 a piece.
Oh.
I said, how many you buy? He said, about 8. I said,
8.
I said, bro, you work with me.
Yeah, they be
I said, bro, you at least got me one.
They got old
crazy.
bread.
Yeah, they be having that old money.
Nah,
Man,
yeah, that's
paper.
Listen,
And
nobody
all his wives
actually.
probably
Plus, they
work,
still
too.
tied to the old
they
man,
doctors.
too.
Oh,
Nobody.
doctors?
At the
Yeah,
hospital.
yeah.
Nobody actually be
Sure.
seeing us when we do these podcasts, but I'm telling you, like, our folk be putting this shit on. I just want to say shout out to my nail tech, because ain't nobody doing these groupers like you, Bookie. My Quasia, she all the way in
Right.
Thomasville. Yeah, I travel all the way to Thomasville to get my nails and my feet done, and she keep them right, and she promotes nail growth. It's not just for art, you know what I'm saying? It's not just for show all the time, but she definitely promotes nail growth, and my nails do grow up under here quickly. Shout out to you, Boogie. Oh, and my bag, because everybody always asks me about my bag. This is my newest bag, yes. And my sister, Beautiful Earring, is the lady behind this bag. I went to a vendor's event yesterday, and my sister was there doing her big one, and I got this Chanel bag. So shout out to you, sister.
That's cute, girl. I like that.
Shut up.
You so stupid.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jessica Austin, because them pouches yesterday, girl, they were great.
Well, she has some.
Yes, she do the pouch, like when they have the vendor events or whatever.
Oh yeah, I ain't know Jess was still doing that.
Yes, honey. When I say I was like, these yesterday, I have one pouch.
Where you was at?
Honey, I was busy yesterday. I was busy. But I was, doing what I had to do. But I just try to always show up to people, or show up for people who always show
It
up
was an
for me.
event, or she just like.
It was it was just like a shout out to you, Aunt Jackie. I was just talking about you.
Shout out to Jackie. Hey.
Look. Aunt Jackie, this man said, hey, Aunt
You got a dude over
Jackie.
Thank you, girl.
But yes, like, I just wanted to give everybody their shout outs. Shout out to Chastity. Big Gas Chaz. That's one of my best friends, Pamela Danielle. That's her sister. Y'all, she do juices and everything. And Lord, I forgot my juices because I was gonna share them with y'all. I had purchased some juices on Friday or whatever, their natural juices or whatever. And she just getting her business off the ground. So if you want some natural juices, if you don't feel like juicing yourself, because I know some people be lazy, like I ain't got the time, because I wouldn't want to buy all the produce, because I just, after a while, it's going to start stinking. I ain't going to even lie. Because I be like, what I'm going to do with all this?
Listen, I'm hearing you talking about all of these businesses that's being started up by us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, here we go.
So listen, man, we need to. So whenever you can, make it a point to get a list together of these businesses, because we got a page, right? So Culturally Innovative Minds is the name of the organization I'm a part of. We have a website. And what we're trying to do is put together a list of black-owned businesses so that we can utilize those things in the community and direct our business to these people to service our community. So some of the goals that we got in mind, right now we're putting together the list of businesses, but eventually we want to utilize this like community building and community organizing, where we want these businesses to then come together with each other.
Yes, sir.
You understand me? And fund the community in a sense. You get what I'm saying? To not only be delivering the services, whatever they're providing, but also building a fund so that we can then try to go into these communities and build them back up. You get what I'm saying? So these are the ideas that we're trying to come with, hence the name Culturally Innovative Minds. That's the reason why we called it that. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because we're trying to be innovative. So, but yeah, so.
Love that name.
Yeah, like it say so
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's got some power behind it.
Indeed.
You talk to us and tell us everything you want us to know and what we need to know, how we can go about, placing these businesses and things on the list. Like, this is what we need.
Keela just posted her I Supply Beauty. Which
Yes.
is black owned.
Yes. And I go in that store.
Yeah.
Listen, because I love going in there and I love them earrings. And every time I gotta go in there. Yeah, and it's right across the street from the Dario's, and they're always so friendly. So thank you.
And it's
for
always
that.
so clean, it smells good.
Yeah, I went in there for the first time myself
Thank
yesterday.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to get something out of there, you know what I mean? So,
Yes,
That's my cousin.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what's
Cousin
up.
my cousin. Yeah.
That's what's
Well,
up.
Where's the shop? I need to go by the shop.
Yeah, so
I
y'all
Supply.
definitely
It's
visit.
right
Yeah, I
off-
Supply.
You know where the food line is, right off of there,
Right there,
right
South
on Petersburg.
Park.
Beauty
Shop
supply
out
store.
there.
Yeah, it's right there in that little shopping center area.
Uh-huh.
Definitely
Yeah,
get
go
by there
check
and
them out.
support.
Go check them out.
Mhm.
Check them out tomorrow.
Sure.
Indeed. So,
Yeah.
What else you want us to know, Keidron?
we also putting together a community garden right now. So
Oh, yes.
I don't want to.
What's up, cousin?
The location, I gotta get the address exactly together, but
Mhm.
that's one of the things that we literally just got a small grant to build a greenhouse.
Oh,
So we're trying to put things together with the community garden
big
thing.
right there.
Yes, and I
Yes.
will definitely come out and
Yeah.
put in my time. I don't have a problem with doing
So we
none of
need
that. Like,
volunteers, and that's another
yes.
thing right now. Like, right now it's more volunteer
Mm-hmm.
opportunities available than anything else. But that's
Sure.
the thing, we gotta understand that we gotta volunteer to give back to the community.
Absolutely.
And that's what's gonna build us back up to where we all gonna be able to benefit it. You understand me? So
And those community gardens are so important, y'all. Let me tell you, because, technically, or we should be learning how to grow our own food and learning really how to live off the land, because the way things are going now, you gotta have some skills, okay?
right, yes.
And like that is so important. So
Yeah.
that community garden is big, and
that's the goal.
if you go in the hood, you can see them, because guess what? A lot of our communities, especially here in the city, they are underpoverished. There's no
Food deserts.
yeah
in fact.
food very much so. That's why
yeah.
they got what's that hope?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's one
yeah.
of, and I look and they do something daily just about. You know what I'm saying? And their organization is big and put together, decently, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I go and I look at their page and they say like they need volunteers. Like, y'all gotta stop looking for monetary things, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You get more when you learn here
Yeah.
and when you use your hands, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact.
y'all gotta do things like
That's a
that.
fact.
Like, please learn and understand that it's more than just a monetary thing. Like, don't always look for money when you're doing these things. And if you feel like you just have to get paid to do certain things, then that means your heart and your mind really not into it. You can't receive things when somebody's really trying to teach you something. You know what I'm saying? So please, y'all, take advantage. Hi, Nike.
And volunteering
those
actually
things-
helps set a good example
We need you,
for these
chemists.
youngsters out here.
Facts.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Saying because
Yeah.
it's also saying that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to run after that dollar to take care of my people.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
And when you build a community, bro, that's the whole idea behind this all, is building a community, that can take care and fend for itself, have that autonomy, so that way you ain't got to worry about it, man. The thing we're trying to do with the community garden is set up boxes, because just like what she was just saying, is teaching people how to grow. That's the important thing. So we want to kind of get it started, germinate the seeds, get them to start and growing, have people come out, though, and either tend to it there or take it back home to do it at their own house,
Yeah.
and
At
teach
their
people how to grow.
discretion.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
how to
that's
grow,
like one
be
of the big things,
responsible.
man.
Yeah,
You know
it's
how
so
much I
much.
did.
Listen, man. You know how many of our kids go to school hungry every day?
If you
Yeah.
can take care of a weed plant, you can grow some stuff, okay?
Like that's real. You
Tell them that.
Oh, it's crazy.
I ain't said nothing wrong. Let me
Yeah,
tell
it's
you,
real though.
if you can grow a weed plant, if you can take care of it and put Miracle Grow, whatever the hell y'all be
You got a
using
green thumb, man. You
there,
got a green
dishwashing liquid with a little bit of,
You got a green thumb.
listen.
What you making, sis?
Listen,
I'm
I don't know.
gonna throw
I be learning shit.
I'm gonna throw one more thing out there because I feel like this is kind of where our whole idea and where we really got started with our, because this whole culture, it's been in the making for years now. Because me and the woman that started it, really, you know, we've been linked for like forever now. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's really starting through the whole thing of sound and how vibration affects things, right? Mm-hmm. So like that's the whole thing too. Like not only in this garden are we gonna want to teach people how to grow, but what we're gonna try to do is implement sound and vibrations to try to increase the yield of the plants when they do grow. You get what I'm saying? Like we even want to take that into the field of like the psychology thing, where when we're doing, that's one of my ideas. I want to really put together this big tutoring program. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So where we're, oh, what happened? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I want to put together a tutoring program where we bring together these educators. But one of the things that I want to introduce to the whole thing is how frequency can benefit and help with relaxing people and. You get what I'm saying?
It had to be therapeutic.
You have to incorporate the whole thing into it. You get me? So like these are. I'm telling
Mr. Kedra, thank you, thank you.
Hey, that's what's up.
We need this. We need to hear this. Like,
yeah, but for real.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but these, you know, and the thing that I've started feeling like in myself is I'm tired of just talking about it too. I'm trying to really get out there and get active and be about it. Though.
We said the first time go around. Sometimes you just really gotta step out there and you really just gotta do it. You can't think about what if or the repercussions behind it because you know you're doing this from a pure spot. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you gotta think about. Yeah. You know, it might start off small, but who knows how big it can become.
And see, and that's the thing, man. And see, when you put together a product though that people are gonna want to be behind, then you know, it's destined to be big at that point because you put together a good product. You put good, solid people behind that product.
And guess what? It's a chemist here on my live. This is my cousin. My cousin, he the first chemist in our family.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He on here. Trey,
shout
out to Trey.
Yeah, big ups. You know
Trey is Boogie Stubbs. That's my little cousin.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, Trey. You on the episode.
Yeah, come on.
See, we need things like that, man. People that understand how to, you know, how chemical compounds work. You feel me? Because I mean, our community is like, we feel like we gotta be athletes and rap stars.
Right.
Well, you know my bro said you gotta be more than the entertainment.
Don't get me wrong, and I ain't knocking that because that's
nothing
I feel like that is the quickest way for us right now to get to the money, though. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But once we got to that, then we need to start taking that and funneling it into our kids and into the youth that's really trying to be a part of, you know, the things that we actually need to survive, like infrastructure, mechanics, and plumbers, and you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, we need that.
Just the things that's gonna keep going on when things start to shut down.
Oh,
because it's about to do it again.
That's how you build nations.
Yeah. It's coming.
Right.
You know, I heard my little birdie in Atlanta told me that they closer to getting shut down. That it was about to get right back to how it was.
And you better believe them. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I will say start to hunker down. Like, start to get in touch with the natural things. Tap into your natural resources. Yeah. Like, be that person. You know, like, we really got to come together without the backbiting, without the... We don't have to do that.
Right.
Like, we should already... and always be putting everybody on. Like, I don't care if 5,000 people cook. I want to try all of it.
Exactly.
I don't care about unbigging my back or nothing, y'all, okay?
Just make sure y'all kitchens be clean.
Yeah, just make sure them kitchens clean, because you won't catch me back.
You don't need no 75 rating.
Like, it's crazy.
No start. Listen, long as that kitchen clean, and you got the trap banging and booming, I'ma come see about you. It might take me a little bit because, you know, I just work a little old job. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
And like this is taking off. Okay, I'm already speaking it as if it's already happening. And to me, it's already happening. We doing something that we love to do. We love to talk. We love to inform people. We like these things. We want to put people on put them on a platform so they can pop that shit. Cause like I said, everybody try to paint the picture as if the city is just so bad, but it's real. It's still good people in this city that do good things and do good
And
shit.
they're the ones that's trying to turn it around.
They really are.
Listen,
and
they cannot do it by themselves.
In the community to do it,
Right.
They can't do it by themselves, so why we can't help them?
Right.
So we more than the ass whoopings daily, cause I like seeing it. Hey, I like seeing that too. I do. I love that. But we gotta know that we are more than, and we can be great. We can be everything that they say that we're not.
For sure.
Cause it's easy to say what it's hey shoot.
We gotta learn how to work, but not for money.
Absolutely.
We're only motivated by money. And if we can learn to apply ourselves and grow without depending on money, we could possibly reach the youth, because all they know is fast money.
But see, I feel like, I mean, that's the world that we kind of come up in, though, man. So I mean, that's why I don't even knock the people that's their mentality. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't knock that. At the end of the day, what you have to try to do is create something where they can see it as beneficial. You feel me? Like, that's how you got to bring people like that into the fold, where you got to show them that, okay, boom, like,
that's the one
you can get something out of this. You get me? So, because
and hopefully change their mindset at some point.
Fact.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's how you're going to do it, because you have to show them, you got to, what they say, the expression is, you got to show them better than you can tell them.
Yeah.
Like,
some
it's
people
so
just
important. Like, it's so important. And then you got to let them know that you ain't judging.
Right. You can't just count them out.
And,
you feel me?
me and my mama just had this conversation, and my mom was like, shout out to you, Betty. She was like, I'm so proud of y'all, because lots of people will count you out. And she said, I know they counted me and mine out, but we got to, like you said, we got to get out of that mind mentality. We have to, and we must, like, on so many levels. Like, I'm all about us. I'm all about that melanated. Like, we got to stick together. So, yes, people be like, oh, I don't call everybody my bro and sis. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Because I know whatever I give these people, or whatever I encounter with those folks, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my best to always help. At any given cause, I don't care what it look like, what it smell like. At the end of the day, you are a part of me.
And they come from the same circumstance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the key part.
Right there.
You feel me? That's the key part.
If everybody felt or thought like that,
maybe
it
even
would
worse.
be cool.
You feel me? Like, than what you.
We would be so much better. It wouldn't be a lot of ass whooping going on, because everybody be trying to make sure the next person getting to the next level. But they're not equipped. I feel like, you know what I'm saying.
It's been embedded in our DNA, man. You can't subjugate a people for 400 plus years and not expect for their descendants to not carry some of that. You know what I mean? Subconsciously, you get what I'm saying?
And I hate that. I hate that
I
part.
do too. You feel me? And that's why I feel like bringing the whole sound therapy and just the way we want to try to come at people.
Maybe
I want to do that completely different than people is used to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to try to connect with them at their level first. You get what I'm saying? Cause that's the thing. Like, people, the youth just they want to be connected with. You feel me? Like, that's the thing, man. So, and and the older generation, they disconnected. You feel
They
me?
disconnected.
I see it in myself sometimes.
You know why though? I feel like a lot of the older generation are disconnected because, and this is why all the more reason they shouldn't be disconnected, because they were raised off of survival. Our parents, like, you see our generation, you know what I'm saying? Our parents, when they raised us, I feel like they were raised off of survival. A lot of our parents, I don't care how you look at it, they kind of had like a rough childhood or no childhood at all, because they were too busy trying to survive, because their parents didn't raise them off of love.
Kicked
you know
them
what
out.
I'm saying?
18 years old. They was
You
out of there.
18, you out of there. But
Gotta
when
go,
when you were a young lady, it be younger, because to a certain extent, I feel like, our grandparents, great grandparents, they kind of groomed our parents to, this is what you should do, and this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, she was out on her own pretty much at like 16 years old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my mama.
And that's probably because they was having babies. The generation before that was having
Exactly.
You know?
So that's what I'm
that's
saying.
what we say, man. But now I'm gonna tell you the real. Like
That's
I feel
crazy.
like really it's the generation. Oh, what's good? Who that? Who asking?
Nathan.
Oh, what's up? But I feel like the generation. I feel like my grandpa, that generation, right?
Yeah.
My grandpa was born in the 30s. They got that hustler mentality.
Yeah,
That's it.
real.
They wanted the bread, and that's
it
it.
ain't even that they wanted the bread. It's that they grew up in Jim Crow, so like they didn't have no choice but to, fend for themselves to a degree. I feel like my mom's generation was that first generation of desegregation and where they cracked the door open for them.
Yeah.
So they was the generation told us get a job, go to college,
go to school.
Yeah.
Hey.
Try to become a part of the system. Try to integrate.
Yeah.
What I said,
My
bro.
grandpa, his generation though,
School
they
is
want
a
no
damn-
integration.
School
You get what I'm
can be a
saying?
damn scam. Hi, Harold.
They still had they because I see it in him too. My grandpa 90. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
don't
he just
think
turned
so?
90 in April too. That shit a blessing. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
School can be a
like
scam.
dog, that shit is a blessing. You
'Cause
feel
why
me?
I
Like that's the
still
man that
got,
I most model my
student
own
loans?
self behind. You feel what I'm saying? Cause like the way he is with his
Feel what I'm
kids,
saying?
like just it's crazy. You get what I'm saying? But like dog, like. I see it in him too sometimes where, he always wore the long sleeve shirts outside when cause he did lawn service, had his own business. He man of many hats really. Lawn, he stripped floors, you named it, you feel me? This man could do it, you feel me? But he would always rock the long sleeve shirts outside because in his mind, he like, yo, you don't want it to get too dark. And see, that's that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's a mentality that come from that.
Yeah, dark and skin complexion.
Dog, it's crazy.
Because they already
Running
knew.
And mind you, this a dark skinned man. You see what I'm saying? Like, so,
They wouldn't have called me.
bruh, listen, you feel me?
I would have been good
But
as guy.
like I
don't
said,
care
the
if I'm
crazy
in
thing
I'm
is,
inside
very
the house.
proud
I'm
though.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's a crazy warped mentality at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like he in one sense he don't want to he but at the same time he comfortable in his skin though. It's crazy.
You know what's so powerful about that though? Back then in the 30s, they went straight off of the super hustler mentality because most of them didn't even graduate past sophomore year,
7th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, right?
So think about all the business they was running back then.
Facts,
With
dog.
the knowledge they
Facts.
had.
Because they had to start going to work.
Nah, they was working in the
And
no,
they was already
not
in
that
the
they
field.
started going to work. They was working in the farm specifically.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Picking cotton and picking, dog.
But why I gotta pick cotton?
Hey, yo,
though?
I'm
'Cause
gonna
that
tell y'all
shit
right
hurt.
now, anybody watching, anybody in the
been
room,
picking
yo,
cotton.
if you still
Let me
got
pick some cotton.
grandparents that's 80
Girl,
plus
no,
years
we
old,
should
talk
do
to them.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
talk to them for
Hey,
real.
But I've seen what cotton
they'll
come
teach
from.
you a
And
lot,
that
bro.
shit-
Yeah.
Whatever it is, talk
Nah,
to
real
them.
shit. Talk to them, bro. I'm telling you.
Because
And it's not even old knowledge. It's really the same circle of
Right.
knowledge.
You'll be surprised at what they don't know. Like my grandfather, right? Like I talked to him now about his grandfather and his grandmother and the people that he remembered.
Right.
And the crazy thing about it is, like, he remembered his grandfather being like a full-blooded Native American, first of all, long straight hair, like all that crazy shit, right? But he said he came in on a boat in Charleston. Where'd he come from? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So
And
A
that,
boat?
all
You
that
feel
right
me?
there, just coming in to Charleston from.
yo, Charleston, I guarantee you,
That history.
most of us sitting in this room probably got ties to
I'm
South
sure.
Carolina, Charleston,
I'm sure.
Greeleyville, area, dog.
Yeah, cause they
Yeah,
Gullah
everybody.
Geechee.
Gullah Geechee,
Yep.
yeah. Well, not even just that, man. It's a lot of native ties too, though. Like it's crazy. Like we learning that the natives, the people that you think is an Indian, is really Asians.
right.
Larissa is not my damn friend. This motherfucker said
Duh. You feel me?
And all they did was adapt to the
No, it's
land.
a real thing though. It's a real culture. It's
What's
a real
that?
culture. The Gullah Geechee.
Oh yeah, Gullah. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
very
But it's
very
the
much so
Yamasee.
privileged.
The Yamasee Native
Pre-
American
prevalent,
culture, though. It's a dude that's he do a lot of TikToks, man. He one of the people out of the that area,
Mm-hmm.
and he talk about because the Seminole, that's really that wasn't a tribe of natives, right? That was what the white man called them, because the Seminole means like runaway, or it means something is crazy, but it was never
I'm
really
about
a
to
tribe.
find out.
The
I'm
Yamasee,
finna find out.
Yamasee, Look that up.
I will.
Hey, all your viewers, look that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that? Look it up.
Nah, but yo, real though, you know what I'm saying? Like it gets deep when you really start to get into the history of things, man. But see, and that's, you know, a large part about why I feel like our people can't really get on one accord is because we don't have no story. A dude I want to plug in this podcast, man. I don't know if y'all heard of him. You know, Michael Benner. You know what I'm saying? He kind of big out of the East. Farming, that's one of his big things,
so
right?
He's
He
into agriculture.
Yes.
Okay.
Heavy. You know what I mean? And he's real prominent in the city. Some of the people might have already heard of him, though, you know?
Okay.
But, yo, brother is a genius. You know what I mean? So the way that he's able to, like, you know, get his hands into things, and he did time, and he came out, got himself, you know what I mean? So I feel like those are the stories that we really, but me and him was sitting back talking one time, man, and we don't have a story to get behind. Like, we done been fractured so bad, you feel me? Like, we just see ourselves as black. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really nothing at the end of the day.
Right.
You feel me? So we need a story to get behind. It ain't even a story. We need to fix history to really be what it really was.
But you know what? Another thing that really kills us though is actually social media. Like social media, I definitely think social media kills us because it divides us a lot.
Facts.
It makes us, you know, poke at each other.
Facts.
And, you know, be against each other, and especially with men and women, for sure, and especially with us.
Facts.
In our community, black men and women are so at odds with each other. And I might just be saying that because, you know, it's about, you know, I be around us mostly, but I definitely see that we definitely be going at each other a lot. So that definitely takes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I feel like that's crazy too.
Yeah.
You feel
We're
me? That's the
always at each
craziest
other.
thing,
So
man.
let me ask you this:
Yeah.
if you had your way, Mr. Keitron, how would you write your story for the next generations to come?
Wow.
That's a good question.
That is a good question because I really feel like I'm still writing it though. That's the crazy thing. You know, but you're talking about if I had to write it from right now?
From right this point.
Like, I don't know, man. I would feel like I would, you know, that's crazy. You know, I feel like my time spent here has been trying to be one that has, you know, been uplifting to the people around me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've tried to be that person where, you know, not only do I want to brighten up the room, but I also want to bring, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I want to bring, so essentially the best way I can put it is like this, right? So somebody asked me one time, like if somebody came to you and said, hey, I'll give you $1 million or I'll give you and 9 of your friends 100,000, which one would you take?
Oh, I didn't hear this one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like I would take the 100,000, give my friends, you know what I mean, the 100,000. And somebody else, the guy that asked me, matter of fact, he was like, I'll take the $1 million. And see, to me, that's selfish mentality, right? Because like my thing is always like, that's what I want the world to know about me is that I feel like I only want to take what I need. Like the rest of it, I want to make sure that everybody else got what they need. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like there is a such thing as too much. You feel me? For one person. So like I feel like that's the message that I want to leave behind. And that if I had to write my story right now, it would be based around like being as selfless as I could. You know, I got 6 kids, man. It's all with the same woman, but like I try to treat them all the same. You feel me? Like, yeah, like my son blowing me up right now. You feel me? Like I had to, you know what I mean?
But you said that, like, shout out.
Yeah,
ultra rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 boys and 4 girls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know, but I just, you know, I don't know. I try to live as selfless as I possibly can. You know.
That's
like
wonderful.
to as much of a degree as I can. You know, you run across selfish people, so you got to treat them like they, you know, I match energy, don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
You feel me? But at the same time, you know, I'm only going to be that way once I see that that's how you are. You get what I'm saying? Then I ain't got nothing else for you. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, but, yeah, that's me.
What say you? Ooh. If you had to write the story for your generation, what would you say? Or what would you want people to know or to be doing even in your older years? You get what I'm saying? Like, what would you want to see generations behind us do?
I'd probably say just get back together, like be back harmonious, because like I was saying, we're so divided these days. Like we've let, not only ourselves divide us, but originally we let other cultures, divide us. So I feel like if we, learn to live, man and woman live to, be harmonious with each other, it would be so much better. We'd be at each other's throats. So
no reason to, for real.
I feel like just going back to what y'all was saying, like culturally, back then, like with Jim Crow and stuff, like I feel like we really learned all of that from white people. How to be, just evil towards each other. Like I feel like I don't want to blame it all on them, but like they are really the originators with a lot of that stuff, because it's horrible the way that we treat each other.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, some white people have fueled a lot of things, but us niggas, and I say that in the most respectful way, some of us niggas, well, y'all seen Django, y'all seen how that Steven did us in that motherfucker?
Yo, that's funny though, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
who's that nigga on that night?
Who's that nigga on that night? Let me tell you, guys, you got some niggas. It don't matter. Have y'all ever seen the show Underground? I hate that they canceled that.
Oh yeah, I loved Underground.
Let me tell you,
that was my show.
Please, if ever you get the chance, please watch Underground, because that is a awesome show. Huh?
What network?
I think it might have been on Hulu or something like that.
No, it was on a different network. I can't remember.
It was on like TV wise. I think it was like on WB or something like that.
Oh, so
I don't know. I can't remember.
Regular station.
Not only that, but what's that movie with Anjanae? Where The Book of Negroes.
Yes,
that is such a good what was it? Because it was like it had a bunch of different parts, a bunch of different episodes.
Like certain parts, Book of Negroes was almost overstimulating, but it was good. Like it's like stuff you need to watch. Like if ever y'all just get time where y'all can just like kick back and please watch Underground and Book of Negroes, because those right there, it like puts so much into perspective. And like our story, like you said,
stuff I didn't know.
We need a story. We need a story. We got to leave a everlasting impression on everybody. Why do you think like these people fear us? We are so wonderfully made. Like our minds.
We were born with the cheat code.
What? Listen, we are the cheat code, and we don't even understand that we are that.
You feel me?
You know some shit.
That's why I be out there like, these white folks, they be looking at me, why you smiling? Because I'm black. I ain't got to deal with nothing you deal with.
Black and brown.
Is it the skin complexion? Because you do have some light-skinned colored folks that want our swag, and
I'm gonna tell you, man.
The color. So is it the style?
Well, I don't even think it's necessarily like
are black now.
The pigmentation. I feel like can be, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like we got ones that can pass, but they really us at the end of the day. But they're so light that they can pass. You get what I'm saying?
It's not even just blacks and whites. It's other cultures that want the culture also.
Can I ask a question? A crazy question though. I've been wanting to ask for a minute.
Go ahead.
It's gonna sound weird, but it's gonna be funny at the same time.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So we classify Elon Musk as being an African
American?
What?
Yeah, he's from South Africa.
Nah, real talk.
He from South Africa,
but that don't make him not African.
No, that definitely makes him.
Wait, you said he's what?
American,
African?
South African. Yeah, he's South African.
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to. See, that's why. That's a part of the reason why.
Well, Trump is definitely a nigga.
It's the way they classified Africa growing up, because they made.
Look, you got me about to cross my legs in a plug chair.
And it's not all blacks in Africa.
Man,
I'm really short, y'all. I'm like,
no,
I don't know if y'all heard of Dane Calloway.
One of those people who have suppressed.
Y'all ain't never heard of Dane Calloway before?
Africa.
I don't necessarily be too big off of his content nowadays because I feel like he done got now to a point to where like he done become so much of a public figure that now he do things. About? Dane Calloway.
Dane Calloway.
Very, very smart brother though. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
He's black.
I'm not throwing no shade on him. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just feel like some of his content now is based more around like what I feel like he be having to do for the algorithm versus, you know what I mean? Like, but at first when he first started out, that brother was real. You get what I'm saying? But
wow. Like, what was he promoting?
He was just talking about how the story that we've been taught behind slavery was inaccurate. You get what I'm saying?
I can believe that.
Like, and not to a degree to where atrocities didn't occur and slavery didn't occur and that Africans wasn't transported here and all this, that, and the third. You get what I'm saying? Like, we ain't saying none of that. You get what I'm saying? But, like, to a degree where it was more native involvement, though, than what they led us to believe about that. You feel me? And a lot of the people that we now know that's in power today, dog, they was immigrants kind of recent. Like, because it was something in history, in the United States history, called the Gilded Age. You ain't never heard of that, bro? Go look that up. You feel me?
I've heard of the Gilded Age.
That's when all of these Europeans was coming, to like by the millions, bro, boatloads. You get what I'm saying? So Trump, his granddaddy or something like that
they
came
like
off
they
the boat.
Cousins.
Bro, you gonna start looking into a lot of these.
They were cousins. They had no business doing
and the crazy thing is too is some of the people that we now identify now with as African American, they really are that. That's why they really identify as that, because they people came too after slavery. Like a lot of people that be chiming in now about the things about reparations and all of this, that, and the third, bro, they ain't got a bone to fucking pick in this.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because they wasn't even here during fucking slavery. You get what I'm saying? Right. They came after.
That wasn't even your fight.
Nah, you get what I'm saying? Like, they came after the fact.
It was not our fight.
Culture that has another location and American afterwards. Is it like Italian American or like?
Yeah, they do that with Asians. They do that with everybody other than European Americans, bro. Everybody else is hyphenated, and that's why in America you can't get universal health care. You can't get certain other shit, right? Because it's too many others, too many hyphenated people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna shoot my own nose, I'll spite my face. You know why? Because I'd rather struggle a little bit less than you than prosper beside you because you black. I heard somebody say that shit was so that shit resonated with me. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, you feel me? Like, but that's how they see it. That's why they can vote for people like Trump. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the people, and yo, like I've been wanting to say this, man. Like these some of my friends that's us, that in my timeline that's behind Trump and all of that, dog. Like, to me, it feel like they more so behind him because of their own. What's the word I'm looking for that, man? Because of their own, like, they hate. It's their own hate. You get what I'm saying? Like, they hate that they don't get food stamps. They hate that they don't get, so they don't want you to get it either.
They their own enemy.
You feel what I'm saying? So they love Trump. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my God, Trump coming. Oh, he gonna take everything away from you, so I can sit back and go ha ha. You feel me? Feeling like I'm not affected.
We
but
get
affected
that all
too.
the time.
Oh, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like I just feel like we living in some crazy time. I tell my oldest about that all the time. You know, like.
Shout out to Cobras for this veggie burger.
Girl.
Cobras got the shakes.
Hey,
shakes that make you quite.
Yeah.
Cobras.
So, listen, I want to talk about this because this food sent me this thing the other day, right?
What is it?
Oh, my God.
It was this story.
Hi, Ebony, baby.
About...
It's called the Alligator River Story.
It's called the Alligator River Story.
Tell that story.
Tell the story. Because then I got to get my opinion afterwards.
Oh, my God, bro. So you want me to just read it then?
Yeah, okay, read it.
Read it.
Matter of fact, let me read it. Bring it up.
Man, my onion fell off my veggie burger. I'm so upset.
Dang.
You had a bunch on there, though.
I'm grown. I like
I'm
onions,
gonna tell you
mushrooms,
real,
and peppers.
Like this little story, I feel like show you so much into the mind of somebody for real, yo. Like,
let's talk about it. Let's read it.
Okay, y'all listen to this. Because this is, first of all, let me just say.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the Alligator River Story. Hold on, is this the one that you sent me, or is this?
Yeah, that's the one I sent you.
Because it's kind of like different versions of it, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, the Alligator River Story is, once upon a time, there was a woman named Abigail who was in love with a man named Gregory. Gregory lived on the shore of a river. The river which separated, now listen to these words. The river which separated the two lovers was teeming with man-eating alligators. Abigail wanted to cross the river to be with Gregory. Unfortunately, the bridge had been washed out, so she went to ask. So she went to ask Sinbad, a riverboat captain, to take her across. He said he would be glad if she would consent to go to bed with him preceding the voyage. She promptly refused and went to a friend named Ivan to explain her plight. Ivan did not want to get involved at all in the situation. Abigail felt only her alternative was to accept Sinbad's terms. Sinbad fulfilled his promise to Abigail and delivered her into the arms of Gregory. When she told Gregory about her amorous escapade in order to cross the river, Gregory cast her aside with disdain. Heartsick and dejected, Abigail turns to Slug with her tale of woe. Slug, feeling compassion for Abigail, sought out Gregory and beat him brutally. Abigail was overjoyed at the sight of Gregory getting his due. As the sun sets on the horizon, we hear Abigail laughing at Gregory. So all 5 characters are listed below in alphabetical order. Y'all can see. Rank them with character 1 to 5 according to their behavior as well as their level of responsibility.
All right, so hold on. So I'm gonna stop you right there. So all we need you to do now is rank them 1 through 5 with who was the most responsible, who was the most responsible for the chain of events, and who was the least responsible for the chain of events.
The most responsible.
The one that was giving it up
is the girl.
Abigail, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
all right.
initiated the beginning from the joint.
All right. So everybody pretty much say, Abigail.
But the person who risked it all to take her ass over there.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, but anyway.
I mean, I just say that because I felt like it was a risk.
See, Sinbad was the hustler.
Fact.
You see, we gotta think about it. He got something from nothing, basically.
Thank you. Nah, he did something. Well, kind of was nothing because he got the boat. That's true.
And the boat, alligators can't get on the boat.
Right.
So he's like, oh.
So he's like, you need to get
where?
Give
up that if you want to get over there to him. So give me this, and I'm gonna take you over
and
there.
And I got you.
He got something for nothing.
What's her name?
Abigail.
And you think about Abigail had a choice to make. If you want to go see him, you got to give up something. You had no money, did you?
Hey, Danny.
You feel me? It'd have been a transfer of funds that would easily got you over there quickly.
Was like trading potatoes.
Trade something. Trade.
Back in the day.
So, but
potatoes, nigga. Give me one.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think they had it.
All right, so
it don't sound like it in this.
Well, she the only one said Sinbad, but anyway, so all right, so Abigail
number
1.
Abigail.
So who number 2? Yeah, who would be number 2 in that story?
Cause we're gonna make Sinbad the boat driver, right?
Sinbad the boat driver.
So he's the least. We're gonna put him last. I need to put him last only because of the fact that he got something for free. And
he ain't do nothing.
He ain't do nothing.
Right, but fulfill his
he
obligation.
Just made her make a choice.
Right.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? You had to make a choice.
Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that.
I'm trying to remember the story, y'all. I usually have a good memory. I don't now.
Okay, so Abigail asked Sinbad to take her across.
At first when
she said no.
Yeah, at first she said nah, but then she went to her homeboy Ivan. And was like, yo, how you gonna help me? Ivan was like, motherfucker, get out my face. I don't want nothing to do with none of it. So then she go back to Sinbad and was like, you know what? I bet. Like,
I don't want no what.
Damn, Ivan, you the friend now, bro. You supposed to be thick and thin, bro. She need to get over there. Ivan.
I don't know if
he ain't got no boat though. What he gonna do? Go and run out there with Toter and jump across the
how you know he don't got no boat?
She ain't say he had no boat. Wait. All right, this is where I be getting crazy with the story right there. You can't speculate. You got we read the story. You got what you got in the story.
Okay, you know what? So this is what
my mind went a whole nother way with
Listen,
it.
no, listen. So in the story, it says, hold on, pull it back up because it says, it says.
Y'all really don't know Narisha because Narisha is going to break down and analyze everything.
she had so many speculations.
No, I don't have no speculations.
You don't know she's gonna always be the problem.
Look,
okay?
my thing about Ivan was, if Ivan ended up the friend, that means you tried at one point in time in life and didn't succeed, so she made you a friend. So therefore, you still hating now. That's why you could have gave her a ride, but you said fuck up.
But I know you're not doing that because then that's speculation, right?
What?
It is. Hold on.
What speculation?
So okay, so it says.
Once
upon a time.
You see this?
Look.
Once upon a time, there was a woman named Abigail who was in love with a man named Gregory.
She was in love with Gregory.
Gregory lived on the shore of a river.
Gregory lived across the street. Right. Okay.
The river.
Got some good
now the river now.
The river which separated the two lovers was teeming with man-eating alligators.
She got stuck on the word lovers.
I didn't get stuck. That's what's in here because you also got stuck in the fact that she was in love with Gregory.
I say this the one.
Because she put Gregory as number 2. I was like, what?
Abigail, yes, I did. Abigail wanted to cross the river to be with Gregory. Unfortunately, the bridge had been washed out, so she went to ask him back. So regardless, I said, now, does it say that they were lovers? What is the definition of lovers? What's the definition?
Somebody smashing, right?
Okay.
Now, you know, back then, you just saw them in the courtyard, and then she probably went back to her side of the island.
My guy!
And he's like, damn, I need to go get to that. So he probably sent a ladder through a bottle somewhere, however they did. It went over there, I want to meet you.
What's the definition of lovers, though?
Nah, bro, listen.
If she's trying to get over there with man-eating alligators and is in the water,
yo. And see, she's speculating all kind of, well, what was he doing to try to get to her? What was this? It don't matter,
He probably already knew though.
But you know what though? You know what?
Bruh, she didn't give him a chance.
She got a point though. She got somewhat of a point.
No, she
because
think about
that. Nah, she didn't give him a chance, bruh.
Gregory too. Let's put for me.
Gregory is definitely number 1.
Let me think about it.
Gregory number 2, please.
Because if we look at things nowadays,
now he about to do speculations too.
Oh
my God! Look, he's thinking about it too. He's thinking like
him too. We fire signs, so yeah, we fire signs.
Hey, look, what's your sign?
The only reason I say,
Aries.
Oh, okay, I'm Sagittarius, so that's great.
Yep, fire sign.
Oh, this whole room on fire.
You on fire here, straight up.
This whole room on fire.
But yo, only reason I said Gregory because second because he did have the option. If you knew this girl wanted you like that, why did you make the first effort to get over there first? And then if she wanted to come over secondly, you at least know how to get over here the way.
But that's speculation in the story,
that's
though.
That's not speculation.
It is. Yes, it is. Because at the end of the day,
an alternate.
Thank you. Okay, that's not what the story started off by saying that Abigail was in love with Gregory.
That don't mean he was in love with her.
They lived on opposite. Gregory lived across the joint. The river separated the two lovers, and this is where she got caught on that. I ain't so now. See now, you know what I'm saying? Now.
Go ahead.
But now the river separated the two lovers, so that's why I actually put Gregory as like the last dude, and this is my reason for that, right? So okay, imagine that you Gregory.
Yeah.
All right, let's put you in Gregory's shoes. So there's this woman that live across the joint. And you know, she keeps sending you googly eyes because that's what it says. You know what I mean? She in love with you. She across the joint. So wait, no,
stop.
Now I gotta stop.
There's this woman. First of all, how you saying that? Because what does the story say? Because first of all, he says the story says that what?
Okay,
Abigail is in love. Hold on. Abigail is in love with Gregory, correct?
Right.
Does the story also say that they are lovers? Yes. Does it say that?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Yes. Because one thing about it I'm going to do is I'm going to read.
They know of each other.
They clearly know of each other, right? All right, so this is my thing, right? So
but you said they might not know each other.
But again, no, I never said that. They clearly know each other.
Okay.
He lived right across the river, so this chick, man, she bad. She sending you googly eyes, you looking, you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, you chilling at the crib, she pop up at the door. You like, oh, babe, you made it. I was just sitting here now, building this raft, trying to get to you. Oh, babe, you know what? Because, I mean, we speculating.
Right.
Babe, damn, you know what, yo? Sinbad already had a boat, you know what I'm saying? So I was like so worried about getting over here to you that I like
Why are we speculating? Because the only thing
now why are we speculating?
Yeah, because why?
Oh my God, bro.
At this point, why are we?
Anyway, I'm not.
Because the story say they lovers, and does it
The
also
story
say
did say that they were lovers.
they were lovers, and that's why I said by definition. Hold on, by definition, what is a lover? What are lovers?
Yeah.
If you lovers,
Yo.
Right.
But
sticking over here.
Nah, but that's my point. I never said that they wasn't lovers. What y'all are speculating though is that Gregory was not trying to do anything to get to her. Okay? That's the speculation that y'all are making. So since y'all want to make that speculation,
nobody has answered my thank you. Nobody has answered my question. What is the definition of lovers?
Oh my God, yo. Alright, so we want to know the definition of lovers. Lovers are people who have been intimate with each other. They're in an intimate relationship.
Oh,
right?
Now we get somewhere.
So now we established that. Since people wanted to know, everybody wanted to know the definition. I gave the definition, right? Okay. So now that we have established that, what are the unknowns? The unknown is, what was Gregory doing to try to get to her?
Because he probably could have paid Sinbad to get over there.
What was Gregory doing?
I hope he
Gregory might have been over there trying to work up something to trade with Sinbad. Gregory could have been doing 1,000 different things, right?
How
she was being impatient.
If he was on the other side of the
same way that
she did on her side. Thank you. And so
it got to be the same resource.
Thank you. You gotta speculate in the same way.
No, I'm saying Sinbad. She had to pay Sinbad.
Yeah.
Because Sinbad and Gregory are not on the same
Sinbad already got a boat.
Sinbad might be like the transport from out on the island.
Sinbad already got the boat.
You know how they say trade workers
but
back
that is speculation again.
What? Sinbad got the boat already?
No, because you don't even know if Gregory knows Sinbad. Hello? Do we know if Gregory knows Sinbad?
He has to know Sinbad if he knows how to get across to the other side.
But we don't even know if he knows.
Think about it.
We don't know that. That's
how is they already
the story says that.
But the bridge was there. The bridge got washed away.
And it's separated by man-eating alligators. So if Sinbad was the only one with the boat to get across, he has been there many times.
That's still speculation. We only know. We don't know that they know each other.
But regardless of the fact, though,
regardless
of the fact, though, you know what I'm saying? Continuing on, though, with the parts of the story that we do know. So by the time Abigail get to you, Gregory, you feel me? She like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You happy, though. You like, baby, damn, you figured it out. You got over here. She like, yo, what I had to do, though, I had to sleep with Sinbad to get here. He like, yo, you did what? Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face now.
Yeah, it's like,
is he not right for that? So how is he? So then now she like, well, damn. Now she mad, and she go tell Slug. Slug trying to be Super Saver. He come back, he want to fight. So now he done beat Gregory up. Gregory don't even know why he there. You see what I'm saying?
Now, I did agree that she was wrong for that. I agree she was wrong
for that. So Slug number 2. Because Slug out here...
his nose and something that one of his business.
Slug said you should have just been like, you know what, babe? And just went on by his... But nah, Slug done went over and took
Slug was knocking her down, too? Because if you had to have the guts to go fight for somebody back then, you got to be messing with them. You fighting for her.
And how he already on that side of the river in the first place?
I was just thinking that. How she like, hold on. She been over there before. If Slug was already over there, how you get somebody that's already over there into the fight?
Wait a minute.
She been over there before.
Oh, no. We don't know
what, she gonna sleep with Sinbad again to get back over there?
It's her fault, and then it's Slug's fault. Thank you.
That's my guy right there. I told you. Let's see, when I break it down like that, it's like, wait.
It's in the story though, right?
We not speculating, bro. Like,
who she went to go fight? Who she get to fight him?
Bro.
She got Slug to
fight. How Slug get over there?
How Slug get over there to go fight?
He get on the boat.
How did Slug get over where?
Over to the other side of the island to fight.
Slug was already on the other side.
So how she know Slug over there?
I don't fucking know. She probably went to a bar and start crying.
She been over there before.
I don't know that though. But that's not what the story says. The story
knew Slug.
She already knew
How did you come up with that conclusion?
See, I can't speculate, but she can though.
I'm not speculating.
Because Gregory is just this asshole. He was not trying to get to her at all.
By definition, lovers, because you mad because I said
nah,
that
we
they
acknowledge
are
that part. I acknowledge that part. I never
right,
said that they wasn't, no, babe. I never said they wasn't.
That's when we go into the fact that now we're speculating. Okay, because I said they're lovers though, because the story says they're lovers. The story says that they're lovers. The story said that they're in love, that she's in love with him. Okay, so how do we come upon the fact that everything is her fault? Now, I will admit, this is one thing that I will admit. Put your hand down.
Nope.
One thing
He's being patient. Let him be patient.
No, listen. Okay, so yes, I said number one, she was definitely in the wrong. Mm-hmm. Number two, I feel like Gregory was number two. Mm-hmm. And then Slug, because I think I had put somebody else, but Slug is definitely number three because he shouldn't have beat that man up.
And Sinbad last.
Yeah, he shouldn't have beat him up. Yeah. Well, no, Ivan is last because he didn't have anything to do with it. He didn't have anything to do with it. He said he didn't want nothing to do with it.
He didn't want no parts.
He didn't want no parts.
But nah, that's why I put him number three, though, because I was like, yeah, he the friend, like you said. So it's like when he was like, I don't want no parts to do, because he kind of...
Who said like, he was her friend?
I mean, she went.
That's the first person she went to outside.
No, it's
nah,
not.
she went to Sinbad first.
She went to Sinbad.
But then she went straight to him right after that, though.
But how you gonna get mad at her for going because that was her friend? Because obviously Sinbad was a friend.
When he was like, yo, nah, I ain't gonna. She must have told him that Sinbad had said that. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Sinbad want to sleep with me. That's why he want me to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming to you to help me out. And he was like, I don't want nothing to do with none of that.
Okay, Sinbad is gonna be last. Because Sinbad was only the transportation.
I feel you.
Okay.
I don't. No.
Listen, because the thing is, it was her choice. She could have went to the friend first, and he could have handled it as a man. But she went and took it upon herself to go do it herself first. So therefore, Sinbad has to be last because Sinbad just did that transaction. Okay. The next person is going to be.
Sinbad is Diddy.
Hey, I mean, he made it.
He gave her a choice.
Yeah, that's
he either
give me money,
or you got money, or you got something else. I mean, it's my boat.
Who giving out ass whoopers?
No, but what's his name? Who gave out the ass whooping?
Slug.
He slugged him.
Slug from the east.
See, Slug is number two.
Give me Slug.
Because the thing about that, Slug.
Like, bro, what you doing?
Bro, like. What kind of relationship you have with her?
Thank you.
To fight for her. Like, what type of relationship you got? And then the fact that you already over there, and while you was there, you say, Slug, get him. You done been over there before.
That's a setup.
Whoop that trick. Yeah.
You feel me?
That's basically how it went. Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you can haul somebody out of nowhere, just be like, go bite him for me because he dumped me.
Exactly.
Like, you used to mess with him or something.
He dumped.
He trying or more than
Thank
entertainment. Is she giving? You ever been around somebody that can give you more than just a physical feeling? Just their presence is enough.
Yeah, he was tapping that.
I mean,
honestly, had been doing something.
Yeah, he was tapping
that. I mean, but clearly after the fact, he's tapped it though, because they walked off smiling, holding
No,
hand.
we cannot say that. No, you're speculating. First, you're definitely speculating.
You could not.
That's speculation for sure.
I mean, she was smiling.
Women and men can make each other do some things for each other.
Yeah.
Ivan last.
Without having no.
Without
no
like,
feeling,
I could have not
physical
given you
feeling.
nothing. Just my presence alone can make you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not gonna
crash
say
out.
that.
Yeah,
She got
that's
crack
true
in the
too,
personality.
You know what I mean? That's true too. But damn, who gonna crash out like that though? You know what I'm saying?
Plenty.
You'll be surprised.
What are we talking about? Come on now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it happens every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
You can be that friend for the moment, or you can be that friend for life.
Hey, yo, Ivan was that friend that was pissed off because she didn't come to him first.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he said, "Forget you, yo. Go ahead and get that booty up the sandbag." He already knew that was gonna happen.
But was it A booty or B booty or C class booty?
It had to be
I know,
A class.
right? Like,
No, it had to be A class because it was alligators.
Well, it feels like it was like all these last men on earth, and maybe she was the only woman.
How
That's
many
what it's
people?
giving,
Oh, another
But
revelation.
not really. Nah, not really. Because I mean, Gregory was like, "Yo, fuck you." Like he didn't give a fuck. He was like, "Oh, you did what?"
She had 3
No,
men.
for
Forgot my
Gregory.
face.
No. Gregory, he opened his arms to her when she first came. The only reason that he was mad.
First, right?
Correct.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right. So obviously
That just means she was bad. That don't mean she was the last one. You get what I'm saying?
She had to be bad because look at all the females that was on this island he could have dealt with, and he messed with her on the other side of the island.
Why was she on
Mind
the
you,
pedestal?
mind you, she
She
chose
had to
him.
be.
Why?
She was choosing Gregory.
No, they chose each other because they was lovers.
Right.
See, you killing me with that.
So we can assume that. So
And this is what I'm saying. And this is what the issue is
Nah,
with
but I'm
accountability.
telling you though,
Because see, we can keep saying that she was in love with Gregory, but we cannot admit that they was lovers.
Man.
Okay, we can tell that they was lovers because his reaction from what he heard, we can tell they was lovers because he got mad. If they weren't lovers,
exactly,
they wouldn't. It'd have been like
now, I
whatever.
Forgot about, thank you for that. Click.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, like you had 3 men. One that took you. You gave up the booty. One that wanted the booty, you didn't give it to him, so you made him put him in the friend zone. And one that you probably did get the booty because he fought for you over there.
Like beat the brakes off, buddy, for you.
Well, he might have got the booty after he.
No, he had it before.
What about?
He had to have it before to do that. Because I ain't just gonna walk up and be like, "Oh, can you beat him up for me?" Woman, I don't know you.
And he must have been getting it on the regular.
She been
Cause like, yo, how she even know where she was at? Yo, she was like, son, like, soon as my man dumped me, like, I don't need that. She ain't talk to Sinbad no more after that, bro. Like, she went straight to Slug. Like,
how she get
guess
back?
what happened, man?
Who had the boat to get back?
Slug lived next door.
Okay, first of all, let me just say this.
He lived next door.
I was just going back and forth because I'm like, the what is diabolical, okay?
Look. Slug, yo, I'm telling you, man.
Hey.
I don't believe Slug was getting the booty before that.
Slug
I don't even believe she knew Slug. I believe she was on the side of the rock, just with her legs.
She at least knew him, though.
Why? If there's no other women on this earth,
yo, how you gonna just
hold on. If there's no other woman on this earth and she's the only woman and you want something from her and she said, yeah, okay, she's crying and all of that, yes, I'm gonna beat him up because I'm in line next.
I'm still not
yes
ready.
Or no?
Dude, you the last woman on earth. Like, you just came to me. I'm getting ready to just like let you cry on my shoulders. Yeah. It's gonna be that. She gonna still be the same straight. She would have still been the same straight regardless.
Oh, so now you call her.
But he went super above and beyond. No, I'm not calling her nothing.
And it's kind of hard not to see her as that in the story.
Thank you. You get what I'm saying?
Only because of what transpired, what could have happened, what the decisions that was made going on through. Because look, even though we already,
hold on, it's hard to see her as not a hoe.
Because think about it.
Because
it all could have been cleared if she would have went to the friend first.
Huh?
She had one nigga to beat up the other.
It all could have been cleared if she would have just waited for Gregory to figure it out. First of all, let's go ahead and
stop that shit right there. And what if she would have been waiting on Gregory forever?
If she just would have been waiting on his ass forever. If Gregory, listen, she would have got with somebody on that side of the motherfucker.
Was she just fucking Debo? Was Felicia fucking red too? I know he been getting knocked out for a chain. And Debo found that.
This story is so interesting, bro. I promise you.
It's a great story. It makes you think about what
many
ifs,
different scenarios.
Like,
yeah.
Can we solve this? Who's wrong?
I'm right. I can tell you that.
I'm just defend what I said just for the listeners' sake. But the reason it's hard to not look at it is that because the decisions that she made, that she could have went to the friend first. If that was your friend, you said it's my friend, go to him first, see if he can make it happen. First of all, you should have just been patient and see what your boy was gonna do first, because he could have been, like he said, making a raft or something. That raft probably might have made it with them damn alligators, but he gonna fuck with somebody to get
just
over
washed
there.
Away, my nigga.
He gonna find a way. Only thing it boils down to is patience, because it's either you're gonna be patient enough to wait on him to come to you, or you're gonna take the initiative to get over there. But if you take the initiative to get over there before you be patient, you gotta go through the bullshit. And the bullshit was, how am I get over there? If I ain't trading no clothes, no jewelry, he asking for booty. If I really want to get to this man, I gotta make a decision.
Are you a patient person?
Very patient.
You a patient person?
Define patience.
Okay, I know damn well you ain't no patient person. You Aries. I'm not. And are you a patient person?
I am a patient person.
Ooh, Lord.
To a certain
Don't
extent,
you say? Don't you? Right. Thank you, everybody.
Because the thing is, it's like she didn't. It's like she kind of didn't believe in the ability for him to get things working on her. It's like she was on her time and not their time.
Thank you, and that's my whole thing, bro. She made that decision without including my man's at all, right? And then when she got over there and she told my man's what she did to get there, he won't fucking with it. That's just right.
So that's how you knew. That's how you knew he was in love with her, though.
No,
that's how you knew he was in love with her, because he got mad.
But so how the fuck?
Get her there. He should have flew her out.
Listen.
Right.
So how the hell he end up number 2 and Slug not number 2 though? That's the thing. Because now you saying, if you saying that he wasn't wrong for that, then you said what Slug did. You know what I'm saying? Was
I really feel like
Who slugged to you?
who slugged to me?
Who slugged to you?
Me? Or
In
her?
the story.
Yeah.
Like in your persona of Slug in that story, who is he to you?
he never,
Like no, I mean like if you put yourself in that position and you say it's Slug, who is Slug to you?
imaginary wise.
Yeah, who is Slug to you? If you call this man over here, is he random or is somebody that you already knew?
I don't know. I can't put myself in there, but I feel like I said earlier, I feel like Slug is just somebody that like she might have seen when she was crying, and he might have felt sympathy for her.
Imagine how crazy that would have been, though, right? Like, let's paint this picture
Why
right
is
here,
that
right?
crazy?
Because now I'm gonna paint a picture for you, right? Because it's what you said.
Because
Listen,
if you
what
start
you
painting
said.
pictures, it sounded like
Nah, but this is what she said. I'm using her own words, right? Slug, by her definition, is some random ass guy that seen her. This is what she. It's recorded, babe. So listen. How crazy would it be if you was walking down the street crying, and I saw you, and I was like, yo, what's wrong? And you came to me and you was like, yo, dude over there, he just broke up with me. He's this big asshole, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what, yo? Wait right here. And I walk over there and I go beat this man ass. And not only do I do that, though, then you come over there and you like, ha, 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 laugh at the motherfucker, and we walk off into the sunset.
Okay, what about it?
You don't think that would be randomly fucking crazy on Buddy part to react that way?
Because some people call that weird. Some women.
That's weird.
A random dude come out of nowhere and fight for them. Like they can't defend for themselves.
Nah, I wouldn't say women would say that.
Really?
Absolutely not. Because, and the one thing about it is, and especially on social media that I see, is when women get in situations with men, and it's somebody randomly walking down the street, and I have seen men say, I beat this man ass because he was beating this woman, and I got my ass
Nah, we ain't talking about that. We talking about
no.
just breaking up with somebody, like just being like, you know what, y'all.
No, you just said randomly. Did we not say this? We said random. This she came up on this random man. So I'm telling you, in this day and age, I have
what
seen.
What she said after the fact, though. Go ahead.
Okay, but y'all are saying that's weird. So I'm saying that happens these days. Because when men see that women are in trouble, they will come to their defense.
Okay.
Is that correct?
True these days, but we gotta speculate that these days was back in the day they going across that boat.
Is it for
So back in the day,
or is it like a real argument, like a?
oh no, I don't think it's a argument. It's a story just to break down scenarios and.
No, not what y'all doing. I'm talking about like, you know, like cause these days, boy, you fuck around and die being a hero.
Oh yeah. True,
You know what I mean? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. But
I ain't talking about.
So,
I ain't talking about that. Like we ain't talking about extremes. We talking about just random. Like I said, like y'all was having a conversation and the shit was just a bad conversation because y'all breaking up. You feel me? Like this is the scenario. I'm trying to be specific with that because that's another thing too. Like I don't want to describe scenarios, and I feel like that's what a lot of like people tend to do that. Like you'll try to describe a specific scenario, and then they try to like broaden that shit and make it about like, well, all the nah. Ain't if a woman getting her ass whooped or if she dealing with any kind of domestic situation, nah. If I'm around and shit, nah, this shit not going down like that. Period. I'm talking about in a situation where it's just that like y'all broke up,
It wasn't even no
and you crying about the shit, and you get what I'm saying, like. Yeah, you feel me? Like, y'all broke up. I mean, and so you walking down the street, you crying because you broke up because it's emotional. That's an emotional shit or whatever. Okay. And somebody say, a random ass dude is like, yo, what's wrong? And you be like, yo, you know, I just broke up with my boyfriend. He's such an asshole. You know, I hate him. He cheated on me. You get what I'm saying? And then if this nigga, like, walk up to him and, like, beat his ass because of that, you not gonna think that shit weird?
that is weird when you think about it because she might be lying.
Because look, she didn't get
It's just you're gonna take a
It ain't shit. It's just a breakup. My
It's just
nigga
a
is like,
breakup.
yo, real shit.
Nah, but
I mean,
And you see how she's sitting there looking like, yo, he should go beat it.
Some dudes do be having their sisters fight their girl when they break up because they'll be like the girl did something that was just wrong. So the guy be like, let me go get my sister to beat your ass because you broke my heart. So Isn't that like the same thing?
That's the same shit.
Same shit?
Yeah, you feel me? Like, just because I broke your heart, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be with you no more. Deal with it. That's
breaking
life.
people's hearts is pretty. That's a pretty traumatic.
It can
thing.
be devastating, but it's not worth breaking somebody's will.
I mean, people kill each other for breaking people's hearts.
They do, and that's super extreme. It's crazy, but like it would be even crazier.
He got out easy just getting his ass whooped.
But it would be even crazier for a random person out of nowhere that ain't got nothing to do with neither one of y'all. You get what I'm saying? To just run up and put hands on you. What if you? How would you like it if a woman did? Like, what if a man was randomly walking down the street and he cried?
What's bro name? Who came up on him?
Slug.
Yo, what if Slug would got his ass whooped?
Right.
How that would have looked?
It would have been looking crazy.
She's like, damn, I can't do that. I am sympathetic to the fact that
Ivan would have came back and been like, yo, that's why I told you it wasn't to have shit to do with it.
That's why I can be sympathetic to the fact her feelings, how she felt that she went through all that shit just to get over there. You feel me? I understand that.
I mean, for real.
Because think about it, we don't know how long that boat ride. We don't know how many times she was goddamn in that back room. You feel me? And look, Slug could have been on the boat.
I don't know where Slug is.
Driving that bitch.
That's true though.
Driving that motherfucker.
Slug wanted the shrimp boat captain.
I mean, for real, if you would have crossed the river to go find this lady though, what if the roles was reversed? And you would have came over to go get to this lady and she said, I don't care nothing about you getting over here, man.
Hey,
get out of my sight.
Nah, but what if I got there? But what if I got there though and told her that I had to run a train on like 3 chicks though to get to her though?
Oh yeah.
Females are way more forgiving. Let's be honest.
You right, because if a woman do that to a man, you know you taking a whole oxygen away from them.
Man, this is a conversation
and
that
this
has
is
no
why.
right or wrong answer.
You would have thought you would have thought that you shot their mama.
For real.
Because your feelings are valid. And
now for real, tell the truth. Now females are way more forgiving for that kind of stuff than men are. And I don't understand why. Because
it depends on the traumatic experience of that female or that guy.
Yeah.
It definitely does, but we're talking about as a whole. Mm-hmm. How often do women forgive men for infidelity?
Not a lot, most of the time.
Should be a lot.
Well, they say they don't, but yes, they do.
That's why I say it depends on what's going on. Because put it like this. If you got children, it's different with that person. If you ain't got children with that person, it's different. That's what I mean.
I would somewhat agree with that.
Yeah.
Because if we got children together, okay, I'm pissed. Because I'm like, damn. Kid with you, I gotta think about this shit every motherfucking day. You feel me?
Even if
I got no child with you.
Right, like I gotta have
no
some
ties, no obligation.
I ain't worried about nothing because I ain't lose.
Definitely be that easy. It should
but
be that easy.
It should. But most folks just, I mean, when you in love, you're emotionally attached, and I get it.
And that's the thing. You know, speaking of, I'm gonna just say this. You know what I'm saying? Like as a lady, like I hate when men say, "Don't get in your feelings." We are nurturers by nature. What do you mean?
Sit back.
Hey, look, hold up.
Can we answer that question?
I want to chime in.
Can we answer that question? Is the men in the room?
Come on.
Y'all can get a real opinion.
I need to know.
Y'all can get an honest, real opinion.
We go. Y'all want to talk about it? We go.
Y'all can get an honest, real opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ask the question again.
I might not be able to breathe. Go ahead.
As a woman, we are natural born nurturers.
Yes,
what the fuck do you mean when you say don't get in your feelings? Because I got feelings with everything.
The reason why,
everything.
in my opinion, that us gotta say that is because we already know the magnitude of what that can bring and how far y'all would take it and how long it would go. Because us saying don't get in your feelings is basically saying just chill. It's all right. You cool. You feel me? I don't want you to take it there that you know that you only person that's gonna stop you is you. So why would I want to open that door?
But you already opened up the door.
But
you're doing these things.
But it's giving you that choice though. It's like we acknowledging the fact that we see this coming. Don't get in your feelings.
So why do it?
Why do it if you? Because you know.
If I want to go to bed happy, you want to go to bed peacefully. why you want to start an argument that we could have prevented it by just being chill?
Because
I'm chill.
after we done did what we done did, I need to fucking know. I need to know. Like, as a lady, I need to know.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to know. I want to know everything. What was you thinking in that moment? What was you thinking before you busted? I need to know.
It's the situation. That's what I'm saying. We need a scenario.
I got to
if you give me a
know,
scenario,
like,
I can give you a real
and
honest
that's why I
would-
feel like
would
soul ties is such a real thing.
And I was about to say this. So listen. So I read this quote that said, well, I can't remember exactly how it said, but it basically said, you know, if you are, stop messing with other people's soulmates. Stop coming into people's lives and just creating storms and you know what I'm saying, making them crazy and doing stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop going into people's, like, because you really messing with, this is somebody else's soulmate. Like, leave those people alone. If you're not going to do right by those people, don't come into their life. No, leave them alone.
If you're going to be a hoe, fuck with hoes on.
Exactly.
Because you'll be out there fucking up some water.
For real. Be a hoe, fuck with hoes on. I kind of
like
that model.
Let them know you a hoe. Let them know.
But that ain't how it go. But it ain't how it go. It never goes like that.
That's the proverbial high five.
Everybody got feelings, but at the end of the day,
I could agree with that.
And there's a lot of people that have feelings that act like they don't have feelings.
See, I'm gonna try to, nah, everybody I feel like, but I'm gonna try to tackle that question though a little bit about men saying please don't get in your feelings. I don't think it's that I think when we say that, it's more from a place of where it's like, all right, so now we done kind of got there, and you know, it's an emotional moment, but now we trying to find the logic. We trying to get to the root of why we even arguing in the first place. And I feel like what we feel like is a lot of the times, you know, y'all can kind of get stuck there in the emotional. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
I just feel like don't perform and don't do those things if your intentions ain't what you know, what I feel like it should be like. You know, like a lot of people now, I'm just saying, I gotta know. These are things that I have encountered in this week. When I say my mind is all over
this week, God damn. Yo, motherfuckers is just, I'm telling you, this world is crazy.
Yeah,
you went through all of this week?
It ain't me personally.
Okay. We're like, wait.
No, not me personally, so let me clear that up. This ain't me, got nothing to do with me.
Cue the music.
But it's just how people approach me, and these are the things that they're going through. Like, they have these, and that's why I say they gotta be soul ties, because they can't leave the person alone.
That's a trauma bond.
That is a trauma bond.
They like, even when they say, okay, I'm gonna leave them alone.
It's a trauma.
That's a trauma bond right there.
The next thing I know, that I went such and such. I got you back.
And I don't even think it's more of a trauma bond as much as it is more of it's trauma coupled with that.
Is it an insecurity?
Desire to not want to, not an insecurity thing, but a desire to not want to start over, to deal with something that you were already used to. Because that's semi-safe. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So, like...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to know nobody's favorite damn color. I don't want to know none of this. Like, the stuff that I be seeing or the stuff I be hearing, I be like, damn. Y'all going through all this stuff and y'all single as hell. Or y'all don't have no ties, y'all don't have children, y'all don't have any assets together. Like, why would you put yourself through that? Hi, cousin, what's up, little Jerry?
Yeah, that's the thing I can't understand either, man. I got a homie be doing the same thing, man. He been chasing this chick for the last, 7-8 years. He ain't got no ties to her as far as kids.
That's his soulmate. Leave him alone.
No, it's not, dog.
He ain't tired.
Right.
She been knowing him just as long as he been
knowing him.
Hey,
bro.
That's like that song. What's that song?
And the things that she will do to this man, man,
you
is
doing
ridiculous,
all of that, but what about, you know that song?
His soulmate. Nah, it ain't.
By, what's that, Bruno Mars and, what's his name? That's smoking out the window, smoke out the Hey, you doing all that and you ain't really getting much out of it? That's insane to me.
Dog.
This bitch
but
got me paying the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, the thing is though, like when you know
I
the
just
person,
thinking about that,
you start
like,
looking at the person and you just like they don't really get no play otherwise. So it's like it be coupled with things, right? Like you find yourself him I'm talking about. He stuck to this one chick because that's the only chick that really be giving him the time of day like
that chick only doing that because of what he can do for her at that moment.
I mean,
Exactly.
yeah,
Some
I
type
don't
of
need-
emotional connection.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
like-
and that's the connection that
and
she
maybe
got to
not
him.
even emotional.
She know that he
it might
gonna
be
be
a
there. You get what I'm
financial
saying?
thing. Like I know.
That's
dealing
why
with
it ain't no
somebody with a friend
soulmate.
like that.
She's that person that you talking about. Get the hell out of the way, man. Let this man go ahead on about
Yeah,
it.
like
You know what
kind
I'm
of like
Slap,
let this man
slug,
kind of live his
fuck out the
life
way,
or
bro.
something, like whatever it is he want to do.
Me
But let him live his life.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
she need to get out the way
without
for
the
real.
distraction.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
some
but she won't
people
let him do that.
are a distraction. But I always wonder that because, and like I said, these are the things that I've encountered or I've actually observed in this past week. Like, people are in situationships, not a relationship so much, but a situationship, and they're not getting anything out of it but a wet ass and maybe a couple dollars.
That's
but
why I'm
damn,
single
God,
now,
damn.
man. That's why I'm single now.
Yo, that
Get
shit
that
crazy though.
I
Nah,
just
that's real.
for real, like
that shit
like
real.
a lot of people be in situationships. They only getting money and they only getting a wet ass.
Yep.
And like, damn it, you ain't tired of that?
Yo, that seemed to be the way of the
I wanna
world
be
these days
loved.
too. Yeah. So,
And like a lot of these people don't have no kind of emotional attachment because a lot of these people, and I'm talking about my generation, they ain't never seen nobody love their women in their family correctly.
nah, yeah, that's a fact too. Though.
They ain't never seen nobody love their mother, their grandmothers, or their aunties
Right.
correctly. Ever.
Yeah, I mean, James, yeah, he watching too. That's what's up. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
James.
But yeah, I mean, it's the music though too. I feel like that's a big thing, man. Like the
Music?
yeah. don't
What
think
you
so?
put into your ear
What you
gate
feed
is
yourself, yeah, is a
it's
big deal.
It's
Yeah, because
so
you over there
powerful.
listen to what's her name, Keisha Coles, or goddamn, what's her name, Carrie Hilton? Was it Carrie Hilton?
Carrie Hilson.
Hey, listen, back
Hey,
in the
I may have got a
day,
name wrong, but that's
Like,
my
yo,
boo right there.
Yo,
That's my
listen,
boo right there.
back in the day,
That's my boo.
when
Yeah.
I played Keisha Cole in my house, like, Dre wasn't even my husband then. He was just my boyfriend then. Don't you know that man would not come in that house if he heard Keisha Cole playing? Because
I
he
wouldn't either.
already know that I'm finna do some shit. Like, I'm finna start up something like. And another thing from 2 years ago, what about that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
yeah,
You know what I
certain
mean?
things
Yeah.
that you put in your ear gate, what you put in your soul, your mind, your body, your spirit,
Yeah.
those to me are really true things. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Like, it's certain music I ain't gonna listen to. You
If
know
I
what
hear
I'm
this
saying?
song,
Because it vexes my spirit.
If I hear that song, I ain't dealing with you.
Because you
Bruh.
already know she gonna.
Bro, she
Exactly.
wild. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel
She
me?
wild.
You looking at your car like,
My guy, listen.
That's just like Fantasia. I heard her today on the radio. That Free Yourself song. That jump, when I say I was so tickled, I was singing it, and I was singing it like how I felt she should have been singing.
She's wild, bro.
I ain't lying. I was like, dang, I ain't putting that out there for the universe or whatever, even though that's a real natural feeling and people can make you feel that way. Damn that motherfucker, I'm the prize.
I think we just selfish as people. If we get rid of our
Bro.
own selfish wants, if we get rid of our selfish wants, if it's sex, if it's money, control of the next person, we can be better.
Definitely.
Because if you with a female that ain't giving you enough sex, you're going to go out there and chase whatever type of extra you're looking for.
And it don't matter what kind of extra.
If it's money, you're going to chase the most money, but all that comes with control. But if you can control
And
yourself.
if you are the type of person you are,
yeah.
that definitely. Which brings me to.
Why you look at me like that?
Yeah. So which brings me to one of the things that is a very controversial thing right now is
Let's talk about
the Diddy trial.
Oh,
We're back
shit.
on that.
We talking about that today.
More money, more problem.
First off,
Whoa.
like I said, I feel like he did a lot of those things because of the power that people gave him. Like, if this man had no damn motion, do you really think that
Not
this
just
shit
motion,
would,
but big boy motion.
yeah, say that. Like, that would not be going on. Like he in court right now, don't even know how to act in court. Like, they was like, hey, make a face one more time. You know what I'm saying? You like because I feel like to a certain extent, his mind is so warped and clouded. he feel like he
let him
still,
do whatever.
yeah, he feel like he still have that power, but ultimately,
in the presidency. Yeah, the one who groomed him sitting in the presidency seat.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but that
He was there too. Why ain't nobody saying that?
and what you know they ain't.
He was there
telling
too.
you. And listen, man.
He was there, but they.
Well, yeah, because Elon must been airing him out on
You feel me?
Airing him
Twitter
out.
for sure.
It's to me. I just.
Epstein file.
You ever seen people be so petty with so much power?
Yo,
Yeah.
listen.
That's hood shit right there. Let me air out my friend's shit just because I got fired because he fired me from Foot Locker. You feel me? You feel
Telling
me?
all your business, man.
Oh my God.
Everybody comes
Yeah,
to the back end for
we
sure.
were just talking about that in our other podcast, you know. Like, and I was just saying this. I don't know if you watched the other one, but I was just saying, like, us as middle-aged black women, you know, we go through the most trauma with friendships, relationships, situationships. We go through it. It don't matter, like, especially on the friend level, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have trauma, okay?
True.
We do.
We got trauma because I see on Facebook, like, that's just like this week, somebody aired somebody else out on Facebook and draws. Did you see them draws?
I don't want to see him.
Cha.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like
some little
they
bit
going
something
like
every morning, bro.
they getting low down. They
Every
airing them
morning.
out. They
Hey,
say,
Ty.
"Well, you don't want to be my friend, or you do some fuck shit. Let me show them how you really live. Let me show them how dingy your draws is. You know, like stuff like that. No, you know.
That's savage.
I thought that was
That's why, folks, this is why you do your own
that
laundry.
turtle.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
his
you.
girlfriend.
No,
You ain't married,
no.
you
This
better
was
do your own
somebody,
damn laundry. I'm telling
somebody local or something like that. And I was like, oh, they really put the draws out there.
Like, literally, they draws. That's
Right.
crazy.
And you already know. You already know what I said when I'm like, my lord. I was like, just set him on fire because ain't no need.
Yo,
Yo,
they
that
no
gotta be-
going back, bro.
Ain't
Them
Can I ask a
draws-
question?
And I mean, draws got mouths for days.
It's crazy.
Who
dog.
draws was exposed? The male or females?
There was a lady.
Oh, a guy did this to a lady?
I don't know if it was a guy. I think it.
The little, you remember the man from the balloon, pop the balloon thing?
Yeah.
The one he was like
That's
they said he
Aaron.
like a turtle.
Yeah, that's Aaron.
Yeah, he just did that to his.
Oh, he did that too.
Oh, so he doing that for content.
No, but this was somebody.
Well, he
local
showed
or
like her
something. I was like,
toilet. He showed like her
So he
house,
chose to-
her
I feel like
refrigerator.
if you gotta go that route, you petty and you just mad.
And you really like, was you really there for that
good,
person,
you know what
or
I'm
was
saying?
you really there to
Yeah,
get
that's
the goods?
crazy.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
you
Yeah,
do
that's
to
real
make you go
crazy.
that far?
That's
I
real
don't think
She
that.
must
I
be
really
cute.
don't think she was living in that house.
She must be cute. Damn, the cute shit, because them jaws
He a
are
plumber, so
ugly.
he can
Nah,
rap.
yeah, after that, though, you be like, wait a minute, you know what
But
I'm
the
saying?
thing about it is, even in exposing her, you really ain't doing nothing but exposing yourself.
Yourself.
You deal
Because you
with it.
dealing with it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
She stayed there.
People don't
They
understand
be
that.
like,
though.
well,
People
I'm gonna
don't be
show you how they
understanding
really
that shit,
living.
man.
Look at our refrigerator. Look at the
You
microwave.
mean
Look
how
at
y'all
the
was living? Because y'all was living there
y'all together.
Oh, you right there in it. Then
Yeah,
you gonna try
because
to
you
act
was
like
eating
you
all of
outing
them maggots
somebody.
and
You
all
know
of
what
them
I'm
little
saying?
flies that was in the food
Hey,
too. You was
listen.
flushing that toilet too, and
Hugging
you
the
a plumber.
bed bugs. What's
All
up?
of
Yes.
that.
And
Yeah.
I just seen somebody was like, yeah, I was
Yeah.
at my side chick house and what kind of STDs are these? But they was all, when I say bit up so bad, and I was like,
Bed
ooh,
bugs,
China
that
bed
shit.
bugs.
Oh,
Get out of there.
bed bug couch. This shit.
Then you shake yourself off before you come in my house. Cause what?
You got
And
to
that tells you about the type of
yourself.
chick you dealing with.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or male that you dealing with. Either way it goes.
It's the feeling.
Nah, it's crazy.
But they, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, like, not y'all, but people go through it or go to extreme lengths to expose a person, to, you know, just really break a person down, break their character down. And, like, it's just like, why do we have to do all that? Like, we already experience enough trauma because we melanated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
nah, that's real.
why do y'all have to go through that? Like, or why do you do things like that? Like, it makes no sense. And that's why, you know, as a whole, you know, as a person, like, I want to try to make it better for everybody. I want everybody to, you know, just do good and be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is that so hard to ask? And I understand some people feel like they got to play devil's advocate or whatever, but God, no.
Ain't no time for that right now.
And it's exhausting. And I feel like that's another reason why we don't, or why we speed up the aging process, because we so worn out and beat down.
Right.
And it's hard for us to speed up the aging process. Cause I learned melanin, like,
Yeah.
for real. Like, if you
What?
looking crazy
What?
By
out
the time we
here,
turn goddamn
What?
60, 70, we gonna still look like we 30, 40.
yeah.
Right,
You feel me?
exactly. But that's the thing, we are what we eat. We are what we put into our ear gates, you know what I'm saying? We are all of that. That's why I say what I say. We as a brown and black people, we are wonderfully made. Nobody can top how we think. Nobody can do the skills we do. All these inventors, everything in here was pretty much done by black inventors. Everything. Every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the microphone, all that shit, right?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Why do we have to go through extremeness to be recognized, to be appreciated? Why?
Because everything is a choice of just being good at something isn't enough. It's like a billion people that can do something good, but what else can you do for me?
Oh, what's gonna stand
It's like
out?
a rapper
And I
trying to get on
get
the
it, but
label.
God
Can you
dang.
sell dope too?
You think it's also the fact that people want to be remembered by something,
Right.
so they just become selfish?
And it go back to him saying everybody or we need a story.
Yeah.
That's real.
And everybody want to have a storyline. But it don't always be designed that way.
We got to get enough of our people that's charismatic enough to be leaders together and with one voice too, man, on one accord. That's the right voice.
Yeah,
You know?
because that's just like even the people back in the biblical days. They didn't take instruction very well. When it was time to do something, those folks did not take instruction very well.
they crashed.
Bad.
True.
Bad, just like the motherfucker that was
Oh
trying to,
my God.
when they was going through the sea or whatever, and they told him not to look back. Why the hell would you look back, nigga? Go forward. Because ain't nothing to look back to.
Exactly.
Nothing. But you going to turn around and look back. If he didn't die,
That was
the back of
Lot's
his
wife.
head.
Yeah.
And then that was, and that fact,
Look.
that shows how
Look,
much
the
faith she
sandal at
had.
the back of the neck.
That showed how much faith
Straight
she had.
up.
The man said, "Don't look back. Don't look back. Keep your eyes straight forward to the prize."
You ain't have
He had
nothing
no
to
faith.
look back to. And that's how we need to really program ourselves. Like, when you come from a struggle or some type of turbulence in your life, you don't want to go back to that. So this right here, what they call it, tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. Get that in your mind. Condition yourself in that sense. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for us to get that. Is it because we have so much going on in our mind? Is it we got clouded judgment? We got these distractions. Like, is that
Trying to
it?
survive, man. That's basically what it all about.
And that what did I say earlier? We trying to survive out here, but it ain't nothing wrong with stopping and having another helping hand, stopping and admiring somebody else. Like, damn. Sometimes we need the recognition. People like, oh, I don't need the accolades. Just the fuck you did. Because if you didn't or you don't, then that means you've reached your peak.
Right.
That's how I feel. And me living how I live, and me growing up and experiencing certain things, you just gotta live long enough. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I want to live for a long time, and I always want to be a teachable person.
Facts.
People, we so brilliant, we don't know when we're being taught or we're being educated. And I hate that for us. Like, it's okay to take constructive criticism from people.
And listen to each
And
other.
listen.
Hear other people's perspectives, other people's points of view. Oh my gosh. Just stop talking and actually listen. Because if we did that, we would be able to understand so much about each other.
Be slow to speak and quick to listen.
Quick to listen.
That's why we have two ears and one mouth.
Like, we need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need somebody. I feel like if we had more leadership seminars and stuff, like, everybody can be a leader in their own
For
way.
the free too, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, man. Everybody want to package it up and sell it to you for $59.99.99.
Yeah,
and shit,
because
you know
what's
what I'm
that all about?
Make a
Bitch,
little
I'm broke.
Right, you feel me? Like, shit
What's
crazy,
that
you know
all
what I
about?
mean?
You gotta
Like,
think about
each
the
one
people who
need to
don't got
teach
the
too.
bread like that.
Right, bro. Like, the information need to be passed,
And
man.
what did Keedron say? He said, you need people who want to volunteer.
Yeah. So that's
What's
another
wrong
thing,
with
man.
that? What's wrong with volunteering? What's wrong with just giving your time?
People will be surprised
Tomorrow
at how many
might not
people
be
would volunteer
guaranteed.
if you had the right system for them to volunteer for.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you? Oh, I gotta get something in order to do something. Like, you are getting something when you experience what they're trying to get, what they're trying to teach you.
Just value.
Facts.
Damn.
They're just trying
And it's
to
always
keep the cheat code.
valuable and available.
Yeah.
You know the bad thing about that is that a lot of people like I am definitely a person that I feel like I don't need to get stuff from everybody. But the thing about that is over the years I feel like when you're the type of person where your heart is, always open to people, unfortunately that can change you sometimes for the worse because people,
how you
view
view
you so wrong.
How you view others. And I
got
got like that to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I always was a helping hand. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm always the supportive person.
Yeah.
Goddamn, but people like us get burnt the hell out too.
Yeah.
Hey, what was it, man? It's a documentary somebody was talking about some dude. I think he was Cambodian or something.
Cambodian breast.
He was Asian and he came over and he got a job at a damn donut shop and fucking like kind of worked his way up, got close to the guy that owned it, learned the business, opened up his own joint. Made that shit successful, start bringing over other damn peasants. So like, I think the documentary.
Peasants.
Nah, look, that's what they call them though. From like wherever they, you know what I'm saying, like wherever they come from, whatever country they was coming from. But like, long story longer, like Buddy, like ended up bringing like 30, 40 people over here, and all of them setting up. He taught all of them the business and let them set up their own little shit. And see,
the
that's what we got
mad?
for the free. Who?
Oh.
Nah.
They probably did.
Because that's what happened.
Oh yeah, the other people. Yeah, he probably put them out of business, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the people he started with, he probably did. But nah, it's a documentary about it. I forgot the name of that shit, man. But you should be able to like Google something around that. An Asian dude, donut shop, documentary type shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I will.
yeah.
Holy
Donuts,
moly,
yeah.
donuts.
Yeah.
Stay with
Successful
me
as
now.
fuck.
Holy donuts.
I look at it.
I definitely
But it
can
really
watch
be
a
that
movie
easy
with y'all.
sometimes.
Nah, real
People don't
shit.
wanna
We
put
movie
the work
heads.
in.
Dog.
Okay.
And not that we don't want to put the work in, it's that when we become successful, we don't want to reach back and bring nobody up for feel that
There
they're
you
gonna
go.
be
Like right there.
either competition or you get what I'm saying. Like we don't want to teach nobody exactly what it. You know what I mean?
And it's the
crazy.
fear of them. It's the fear that if we
They
give them
gonna
that information, they
surpass.
go.
They go,
There
yeah.
you go.
Not seeing it like a partnership.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like the farther they can go, especially if you teaching
me
them in
your
a certain
hand.
And why
business,
not-
dog. Guess
Give
what?
me your
The
hand.
farther y'all going. You feel
That's
me?
what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's supposed
yeah,
to
no,
be a
that's-
chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like once I get myself together, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be able to help somebody or give them the resources and the tools that they need.
Right.
That is it.
Right.
That's all I want to do. Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
realize
Like,
they become a
dang.
you become a seafood. You become a master. You become somebody who actually taught somebody when you get them to
You get it
like that.
Yeah.
And they gonna always come back.
And they're gonna come back, right? And thank
with
you
somebody
for-
else.
yeah,
And
for
it's,
real.
They gonna always ask who you get
And
that information from.
it's
Right.
a
Who
domino
taught you?
effect.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
shout out to Shownuff because he had a hell of a fucking.
Who's the
Nobody was trying to fight him.
When I said who's the master?
But when you think of a system,
Show up.
how many people in his what? 10 people in this crew and nobody.
Nah, that's real
It
shit,
was
though.
the ponytail
Yeah,
that was going to
that's
take
real
me out
shit.
every
Yeah.
time. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, my nigga said shout out to show
Not
up.
shout out the show.
I would have never.
Man.
And sometimes they portray
Bruce
our black leadership as
Leroy.
Yo, that's real though.
Real.
That's
Yo,
real.
that was
Yeah.
my
Father figures.
movie. Okay?
You warm yet?
Love that movie.
Bend over and
Y'all.
kiss my cock.
And kicked them. Like, I did not have to do that.
Wow, it's almost midnight.
I know.
Dang.
Man, this shit was fun, man. I enjoyed myself.
In the basement.
And we ain't even got started yet. We about to get started with the first topic. No.
What?
On tomorrow's episode, when we
I'm
return.
gonna pull the Whitney Williams on y'all.
Let me see you do
Yo.
it.
Oh shit. Y'all niggas crazy.
Anybody got a shout out?
For real,
Y'all
you know
got
what I'm
any
saying?
shout
And we
outs or
can link up like this
anything?
all the time.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, big
Shout
outs
out
to
me.
Danielle Page and Chuck. I don't know his last name. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I know him through her. You feel me? Those are the other two partners on Culturally Innovative Minds.
Shout
So
out to
hope
them.
they catch this little episode. Make sure they know that I be shouting it out. You know what I'm saying? Even though we ain't met in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I hope
Shout
y'all
out
hear
to
that too.
everybody
Nah.
black. I want everybody black to win.
Shout out to
Nah, real
everybody.
shit, yo. Everybody, man, and everybody that identifies
For
that,
sure.
man, like real shit. Like, yeah, that's some
My
real
black
shit. Only way we gonna
my
win
black
too is
is-
together.
Yeah, James, you still got your store? Shout out to James. I think you what you had a store? I think in
Shoe joint, right?
Thomasville
Yeah.
or something. James Butterholt, he's on here. He has a store out in, was it Thomasville? Is it Thomasville, James?
That's where I go get my nails done at.
He has a shoe
joint.
store.
Yeah.
In Thomasville, where it
I
at?
think it's in Thomasville, James, but you ain't seen anything.
James, say something so we can know.
And Tequila was on here.
Yeah.
Shout out to her for having the first black beauty supply store
And that's-
in Winston-Salem.
And that's the supply store we need. to
I
go to, right?
supply.
I
Yeah.
supply beauty.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
Yeah.
coming to
Yeah.
see you
That's
tomorrow.
Make sure
I like
Peter
them.
Street.
And it's always clean.
know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't
I
nothing
supply.
out of place.
Yeah, we'll
On
look
the
out
way.
for that community garden too. We're gonna have boxes, man, for people to come pick up. You know what I'm saying?
Please,
So,
like,
or
when
like I
you
said,
do
come
that,
through.
Yeah,
feel
when
me?
you
So-
please let us know, and I
That's on the
really
south
don't
side, right
mind.
over there by Hall Woodward. Y'all know where Hall Woodward Elementary
Guess
School
what?
is.
I just moved over that way.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy. That's what's up.
So
She better be painting tomorrow.
Yeah, oh,
Listen.
shit. That's what's up. That's
yeah,
what's up.
I don't mind getting my hands dirty or anything. Like
Yeah.
So yeah, it is in Thomasville. Okay.
So,
I
yeah, he said
really
that.
will. I'll come out there and like we can do this thing where we get maybe some agriculturists out there and or we can get like a group of children
And that's actually what they're trying to do, like tutor, kids and
Yeah.
stuff. And I know there's so many
Nicholson,
like programs.
Nicholson Road. That's what the name of the road is.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like I
But
said,
yeah, it's
please
a
let
bunch
us
of
know
programs
when.
out
Like
there.
maybe we can get somebody to do us some T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get a DJ out there. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe some
yeah.
food going. Like
I'ma
we
try to
got
keep
so many
people up
cooks
on
out here. Like
Events
with
and
food
shit.
trucks and everything. I know I've been seeing smoke dogs on there. Like I don't know. Like maybe like I said, maybe we can get something going, and maybe we can just see what happened with that. We just gotta manifest it. So if we can get some people who don't mind volunteering their time in a community garden, talking to children, teenagers, whatever, trouble youth, whatever, I don't care. But let's go out there and show them that we can do it and we can be as one, and we gotta have some order when we do it.
For sure.
Facts.
Like if nothing else, let's do it in decency and in order,
Right.
so they can know
Right.
that it's okay to have order. Cause a lot of people, even as adults, don't have order, don't know order.
Yo.
And they pass
Real
it down
shit.
to their children. Lord.
Yeah, that's
That
a
is a
true
fact.
thing.
And that's why all of this mess is going on in Winston right now.
Just please, please, anybody out there,
Guys, telling you.
y'all got anything?
I need for y'all to love one another because it's just too much hate off of simple shit. Like, what we're doing is not hard. Anybody can do it, but you still see the hate from your locals. And it makes no sense to hate when we can all come together
Facts.
and put a camera in front of each other and broadcast and spotlight everybody. But, oh my God, for some reason, people can't come together. But y'all can get better, because if you don't, you're going to fuck around and see somebody else doing exactly what the fuck you doing, and you wonder why you're not growing, because hate don't grow, But that's, stop hating.
It don't grow, but it
Stop hating on
definitely-
us, and we
it
just get
definitely
started.
spread, because people will recruit people.
Hey,
to
you hate
dislike
somebody?
you.
Come on,
Let me
folks.
see that bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to MBM, shout out to everybody in the room, shout out to everybody I know.
Got a special shout out to Ivy for turning that whole way. Because she should have came to you first.
Like, what? This
was
fool,
awesome.
we talking about Ivan from the
Shout out to Ivy.
Shout out to Ivan for turning that hoe away.
Oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
But yeah, I mean,
Hey, look, big shout outs to Gregory too. You know what I'm saying? I know he need a bunch of bandages after Slug came through.
Slug.
Look, turn them every which way.
That bro code Slug. That bro code Slug.
You know what?
I like that story. I love that story.
Nah,
I like thinking like that. You break it down and actually thinking about the scenarios that could have happened. So shout out to the person who came up with that story, yo. You feel me? I need another
I'm
one.
having another story for y'all next time.
And another one.
You see how she gonna take credit like I ain't turned home? I have another one for y'all next time.
I will have a story.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, but I didn't mean that you didn't say that story.
That's what it sounded like. She provided that one. I have another one for you guys next time.
Let's go with the facts. The fact was, I said you came up with the story. Well, not came up with the story, but yeah,
so
you showed it to me, right? So.
I did, yes.
We enjoyed y'all.
You know what?
Y'all was a whole vibe over here.
I love the energy. I love the energy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I enjoyed myself too, for real.
Fireside.
Yeah.
All in the room. Man, it's hot in here.
And the crazy thing about it, every episode has been like that. Anybody we had in here, everybody
Wait,
was
when is our
fireside.
birthday again?
You right.
August 5th.
Oh,
Yeah, they Leos,
okay.
Yeah.
So my daughter the 14th, so there y'all right there too.
That's
you
my
know what I'm
dad's birthday.
saying? Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait.
That's what's
August the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My
that's
I
Leo.
didn't realize my brother's birthday
Which one?
and my cousin's birthday is. Their birthday is August what? Shoot, 15th and
Oh wow, so they right there. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, they right
Leo.
after Leo.
Gang.
11th and the 15th.
Oh,
Gang.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Leo gang.
I enjoyed it.
Hey, I'm gonna say this one little thing before we shut it down.
What's up?
Y'all know why Leo's the best?
Oh
Oh, okay. Let's say it like this. Not just Leos. Not just
You
Leos.
see how I'm looking?
Let's say this. August. The month of August is the best month of the calendar date.
Okay, why is that?
Wow.
Because we ain't got to worry about not one holiday, not nothing interrupting what's going on in August.
School.
School.
No, school is school.
No, school is a holiday for us parents.
Hey, look, everybody killed that, bust that bubble immediately.
School. Because thing is, you gonna still
Pop that
celebrate
bubble
regardless you got school or not.
immediately, right, like,
You
look.
still going on a trip, you got classes, right? You come back on Monday. You
Yo,
gonna still
That's
be.
true. That is true.
You gonna be on somebody beach or somewhere Friday, Saturday, coming back Sunday night
that
to
is
Monday
true.
morning to school. So, but August is the only month that I have no made up holidays, none of that. Just look on your calendar. August is
And I
blank.
am. Look, I'm talking about, and I am.
Blank.
It's the only month they give you off because of school, probably too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, everything else they sucking your wallet dry.
Well,
Yes,
we
they
know
are.
we're the best because we're what? Number one.
Always.
Hold on.
We're the
Aries.
leaders. We're the
What?
leaders
We are
of
the
the zodiac.
leaders.
Absolutely, we are.
Yeah.
We are. That's what they say, and that's what I believe because I know what I am.
That's what I said.
Illusions.
That's what they said, and that's what I believe. I believe
Because
the
I look.
reports.
So you heard what I said? Because I know what I am.
Okay, and we are the best of the best. So y'all might be the best, but we're the best of the
Hey,
best.
y'all can have it. That's one thing about Leo. We can give it up easily. Y'all can have it.
Well, that's good.
You know in
You
the
ain't
back
gotta
of
give it up
your
because we
head,
gonna
like.
take it.
But you know in the back of your head, like, damn.
Pause, because Leos don't give it up easily. I don't know what's up.
Oh, you said, hold on.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did say
Give
that.
it up easily.
You did.
Guess you know who
That ain't
give,
as
you know
bad
who else
as
gave it up
that ain't as
easily?
bad as Fat Joe and the cereal goddamn.
He said, what did Joe say?
In the story,
Fat Joe was
Abigail.
wildin', sir.
Abigail gave it up easy.
Oh yeah, Abigail was all over the place with it. Yeah,
She
Abigail
probably
was
got
using that
hella
joint
miles
like
on her.
everybody.
Stop
Look,
it.
yo,
Abigail gave the draws to 3 men. 3 men.
That
4 men.
That was
All 4
Abigail's
hit
pocketbook.
Abigail.
What you
Ooh, that
mean,
thing
son? I'm trying to
tied.
tell you.
Y'all Leo.
That's why she was
That's her
mad.
pocketbook.
Give it up easy.
That thing
I'm calling you
tied.
Abigail now.
Who you calling Abigail?
Hey, yo.
This will come up.
I swear I just wanted to make a meme right now on some real shit because I'm sitting here listening at the Leos and Aries go back and forth about who the best zodiac sign
And
while
we are
big
the best.
Sagittarius
There is
over
no
here
best.
already know what time it is. You feel me?
And the crazy
We
part,
all-
they
we
say
number one for
I got
Aries
so
and
many
Leos
of them in
mesh
my
together
family.
perfectly because
Oh,
they
they
have
do?
the same attitudes.
That's what they
We
say
have
about
all the
Sagittarius
same
too. Fire
characteristics
signs
about
and the
each other.
fire signs is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll light it up.
What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah, it's big Sagittarius energy though.
Welcome to the basement.
We about to leave.
Hi
Yes.
and goodbye.
Listen, we probably been on here
funny.
for about 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next
Y'all
time.
definitely tune
Yeah,
in
big
next
facts.
Yes,
Yes.
please
On MB and
tune
Beats.
in.
And tell somebody,
The base.
share this shit. Stop hating.
Yeah, share it. Give
it's
your
just
comments.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all can share this shit without hating on people you know.
You want me to share your food?
Exactly. Yeah. Spit on that. Everybody got something they doing, but it's so hard for them to share. It's so simple. Just share the shit.
That's it.
Hey,
share
one day
it.
you will be on here, and don't even hate because we're fresh. But we love y'all.
Come talk about your shit. We
Please come talk to us.
And we gonna see y'all next week.
Yeah,
Peace,
yeah,
everybody.
big facts.
Later.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all.